Yo, people, what's going on? Back again for another episode. Daps in the building. What you telling me, fam?
Old Trafford is falling down. You know the
Oh,
bars, sing along.
oh my days, bro. What is wrong with you, man? Hey, big up everyone inside. Do you know what I mean? It started already. Big up for the super chat early doors. Ten Hag should get 10 minutes to clear his office and leave. Get out now. Sunday was the final straw from a season of dead performances. I don't even follow United and he vexes me, bro. It's crazy, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like the weirdest thing about the situation I would say is that how is it taken the Man City performance for these man to see what I've been seeing for months? You know, like that. City is not that, bruv. That's not the hill you die on, bro. It's the poor Wolves performance, getting outplayed by Burnley, getting outplayed by Sheffield United. These are all the games that he should have been packed from. Like Arsenal won 5-0, Newcastle won 8-0 against Sheffield United. We scraped a 2-1, bruv. Like, this is where his head should have got cut off. Them games, not the City game. The City game, though, the manner in which man turned up and rolled over, yeah, is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Have you ever seen a Man United performance like that in your life?
It was similar to the 2-0 a couple of years ago. I think that was under Ollie, where
Yeah, it was.
very similar to that one. But yeah, even look, I'll be honest, like even the 6-1, that wasn't as bad. Like, I get 6-1 sounds worse, and it was the first time.
Yeah, but at least the 6-1,
was
yeah, we
different.
got
Yeah,
smoked
it
6-1
was.
because we tried to go for it and we got
And you went
smoked.
down to 10 men, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but this, we turned up and it was like, yo, it's just like, bruv, the first bell starts in a boxing match and you just go into the corner and you just do that, bro. That's it. Just
you know
wait
what?
in the corner and just tuck up, bro, and you're just getting weighed in, bruv.
For me, there's so many things I saw yesterday that if I'm a United fan, I'm pissed off about. So many things, bro. So many things. Predominantly around Ten Hag, I'll admit. Like, do you know what? Right, so I understand his thinking behind taking Amrabat off, right? I can give him. I understand his
Why?
thinking.
Because he was booked.
And I think Amrabat had picked up, a couple of fouls before that. He'd got the yellow, probably thinking DM could get sent off, right? Right, so that's my thinking. What he said in his interview is actually he wanted to be more offensive, which, okay, even I'll give him that. Here's the issue, though. When the players come on the pitch for the second half and there is a wide gaping hole from the change you made, yeah, and you do not address it, and people can say, oh, but McTominay wasn't tracking back and Mount wasn't doing this. Yeah, maybe not. But that's naive as a manager to think that they would. And that's also stupid as a manager to not go, all right, and start shouting at them and telling them, get in position, do your job. So that's on him. Even the changes he made after that did not address it. He's bringing Højlund off. He's not bringing on, he's not bringing on a winger initially and kind of saying, do you know what, Bruno, you move into the middle and maybe you help out in the middle. Nothing he did was to address the wide gaping hole in the middle of the pitch. Not one thing he did, right? And City were having, the first half, we were getting a bit of luck down the left. Second half, we got luck wherever Bernardo Silva wanted luck. Literally Bernardo Silva. And then that's the thing. Once Bernardo, Grealish and Vardy, I think, were cooking in the first half, yeah? Second half, it was everyone can cook. Literally, it was like Foden grew into the game, Alvarez grew into the game, Haaland grew into the game, Stones' heat map was the whole of the pitch. It was just, and he did nothing to change it. The other things that I would say is, Anthony is his boy. He has stuck his neck on the line. He is dying on the hill that is Anthony, yeah? He has shown Anthony, I trust in you. I'm not going to go with a winger that actually plays well with a number 9. I'm trusting you, Anthony. You've got issues off field, but I trust in you. And then the camera goes on Anthony when he's making substitutions and Anthony's shaking his head.
Shaking his head, yeah.
I don't trust in you, bro. And then 85th minute, he's trying to bring on Martial and Anthony, and he's trying to talk in Martial's ear about how he's going to change the game. It's the 85th minute, we're 2-0 down. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm sorry, for me, it's just I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I mean, listen, so on Never a Foul, we've got Cass and Ty, who are both United fans. Cass is out. Cass is fully Ten Hag out and telling Ty, stop trying to be that positive guy, bro. Like, stop it now. Like, it's not that time no more. Like, it's no...
Now, there's a few of them that are still holding on to it. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, Ten Hag's a bozo. Like, at this point, if you can't see that Ten Hag is a massive issue at this football club, and yeah, cool. I hate when people turn around and say, oh, yeah, but it's not just him. So what, bruv? He's the guy that picks the team, innit?
Well,
at the end of the day, like, that's it. He picks the team because when he won the FA Cup, you were giving him all the plaudits. So if you're going to give him all the plaudits when we won the League Cup, not the FA Cup, then he has to get all the criticism. You can't choose when you're criticizing the owners and when you're criticizing the manager. It's either you criticize the owners and you also big up the owners on the fact that we spent 400 million and he's won a trophy already, or do you know what I mean? You don't pick and choose when you start to move the goalposts. And this is what these Man United fans do. The manager picks the wrong players, falls out with the wrong players, falls out with Casemiro, falls out with Varane probably, falls out with Jadon Sancho. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, what's he said on Varane?
Rashford's not playing for him. Well, he didn't play Varane. Remember in the game, and then he said, "Oh, it was tactical. He left him out." That's bollocks. You don't leave out a World Cup winning, Champions League 5 times winner, in the biggest game of the season. You don't leave him out for Johnny Evans, bro, unless there's a problem.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think the other thing you said about what some United fans are saying when they look, there's no point getting rid of the manager because it's not his fault, it's the board, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I hear all of that. I agree. Your club will never be back to where your club used to be under this board. However, if a manager is making tactical errors consistently, if a manager is losing the dressing room, and it's very clear to see he's losing the dressing room now, very clear. Like I said, from Anthony is shaking his head at it, he's losing that dressing room big time. You can say, nah, you know what? Yeah, things aren't going to be perfect until we change the ownership, but things can be better with a better manager.
Sure.
Right. That's the thing. Like, and I've said this already, bro. Listen, you've got Newcastle on Wednesday, right? Now, I hear Newcastle have got a lot of injuries.
No, but also, like, it depends on how seriously they're going to take it because, like, they're in the group of death in the Champions League and they're obviously trying to go through, innit? They lost to Dortmund. I thought that they would get a result and they didn't. So it's still between probably them and PSG to get the second spot in their group, maybe. I don't know.
But here's the thing, that all of that being said, injuries, they might not take it serious, they look tired, all of that. The one thing I can tell you is the players that are on that pitch will be playing for Eddie Howe, They will be coming there playing for Eddie Howe, and what, 7,000 Geordies that come down, they will be back in Eddie Howe. And right now, I don't know how many of your players will be back in the manager. And I also don't know how much of the fan base will be backing the manager. But if you do not win that game, Old Trafford is going to turn toxic Wednesday night. And I don't know. I think he'll probably be given to see if he qualifies from the Champions League, but not looking good.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? So, and yeah, Newcastle will want revenge, but also you got someone saying that they've got Arsenal on the weekend, and so yeah, like, bro, we just don't know. To be fair, it is a good time to play them if that's the case, because they'll rest some players, and this is what it is. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what's going on at the moment.
See, that one's mad. Someone said, Rants, would you take Eddie Howe to replace Eric Ten Hag? Do you think Eddie Howe would go to Man United right now, bro? Come on.
He's got a dream job at the moment because he's at Newcastle. He's got less pressure and he's got more money. Yeah. So it wouldn't make sense him going to Manchester United. That's one thing I would say. The only reason why he might go is because of the prestige of the club, because it sounds good. But really, when you look at it in all practicality, it's not a better job than the Newcastle job at the moment, based on the way the club's set up. If, for instance, the club, say we do get Mitchell, and we've got a director of football, and they're saying, you know what, like we're gonna let you build the team in your image, yeah, and this is a long-term project, you're an English manager or something like that, then it might be attractive to him. But really, as it stands right now, it wouldn't
No.
make no sense, bruv. Like it wouldn't make no sense, bro. Like it's not a step up. It's not a step up in all actuality. It's only a step up in probably pay, and it'll be a step up like on paper on the CV, but
I mean, it
it's
might
not
not even
really.
be on pay as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, we don't know how much they're paying him at the moment, but United would have to up his wages for
Yeah,
sure. But
yeah,
to me, it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Eddie Howe is a good manager, though. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just
yeah.
one of them things where, like, it wouldn't, like, if that was to happen, even though I think it's highly unlikely, it's not something I would oppose. You know what I mean? But he's not my first choice. But I wouldn't oppose it because they play good football. He recruits a good profile of player. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be very interesting to see what he could do. He's the only English manager that I would take, because people are asking me about Potter. There's
Yeah,
absolutely
Potter
no
keeps
way.
getting mentioned. I don't really get
Yeah,
that one.
I'd never take it's the English thing. Do you know what I mean? Because you've been linked to Ratcliffe, they're saying, Potter and that. Nah, bro, man, I want no Potter, fam. Nah, I mean, I don't
Nah.
believe in Potter. And after seeing what the Zerbi's doing at Brighton, it's very hard to give Potter a lot of credit for Brighton, because they've literally sold players and they've continued to play good football
Yeah, real
without him.
talk.
So how much of it's the manager and how much of it is the Ajax effect? Do you know what I mean? Where they've got a good setup and everyone just does their thing.
I think the next thing to talk about yesterday for me was Bruno as well, by the way.
Mate, go for it, innit? Because I want to hear your point of view, innit,
Bro,
as a
listen,
non-United
right.
fan.
So again, I know it's a hard one with who should be the captain and whatever else, yeah. But do you know what? At times I've actually, like I was with Ten Hag, I was saying, no, Ten Hag, give him a chance, whatever. With Bruno, I've at times thought United fans are a little bit harsh on him. But I get it now. Yesterday, he was moaning from about 5 minutes in. And at that point, United were actually playing all right. And he was already moaning, yeah? He's just a sulking bitch. Literally, if I was on the same... the end of the game, I'd be losing my head with him. The way he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. All the one or two things I did see where it was him trying to play football with mistakes and him giving the ball away. The moaning constantly, the fouls. I mean, listen, people say Anthony was lucky to be on the pitch. Bruno kicked Doku. 5 minutes before, Bruno tried to go in on Stones, but
and he
was
got
so
cooked.
whack at it that he got cooked. And about 2 minutes before then, he tried to slide in on someone else.
I think Grealish cooked him as well. Like, he got cooked on the wing a couple times. Like, got his ankles taken.
Yeah, and he tried to like slide tackle someone and stop a City break in the second half. About 2 minutes before Stones did him, and literally just missed the player. He did not even get anyone. He just slid along, and I'm sorry, it was the type of performance as a captain that that kind of says how bad a place you man are in when your captain is putting in performances like that. And again, like with the manager, I do see some people when I'm calling this out online saying, "You're mad." Him and Rashford are two good players, are two players that and I'm like, and do you know what? That might be the issue. If you look at three players that have been there under your last three managers, I'm pretty certain they have Maguire, Rashford, Bruno. Right?
No, facts. And they've been integral parts as well under these managers. They've been first names on the sheet, and they're three players that need to leave. They're almost the ever presence.
Yeah, and they're three players that I honestly believe. We've seen Maguire interviews, he's saying, well, you know, the record of when I start and the performance, that type of crap, yeah. I believe with Rashford would be the type, if ever there's a bad performance, he would be like, well, no one can be looking at me because you saw what I did last season, so I can't be the issue. And I'm pretty certain Bruno, with that captain's performance, he's the same. So those three are three players that, yes, you will say are three of your better players, three of your best players, but... well, maybe not Maguire, to be fair, but the other two. But they're three people that will not be accountable for anything. You know, in the dressing room, they're like, he can't be talking to us because we're good.
And Luke Shaw as well, when he's available. He's another one to add to that list. Ever present. Do you know what I'm saying? Given the benefit of the doubt because he broke his leg like 10 years ago. This is exactly what it is, bro. I've never seen as many excuses made for a single player, mate. And I mean, and it's becoming embarrassing, isn't it? Like what needs to happen is a director of football needs to come in with fresh ideas, and a manager needs to come in with fresh ideas and say, you know what, I'm going to get rid of a lot of these guys, bro.
Yeah,
That's just what needs to happen, bro. All these long contracts and all these things that the club keep giving out because they don't know how to manage it needs to be put in the hands of someone else as well, man. Because these long contracts of players that are underperforming, it's an absolute joke. And as to this comment here, it's exactly it. Like in the big games, people call out Bruno, but bruv, Bruno does this every week. But the difference is he stat pads, yeah.
yeah,
He stat pads against the smaller teams. He'll get a little list, like 2 assists or a goal and an assist against a Burnley. Like he scored that volley against Burnley. I think that's his only goal this season. But he got that goal against Burnley, and it just keeps the bailiffs away from the door.
yeah,
You know, like that. You
yeah,
know
yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
little
Little
performances
payments,
there. Even though
little
he played
payments here and
rubbish,
there.
you know what I mean? Got a
Yeah,
little assist here or got a goal here. All of a sudden he's got 2 GA and everyone's talking him up, and it just keeps it. It keeps the man away from his door, innit?
yeah.
That's just all it is, man. It's an absolute disgrace. He's horrible, horrible player, and the fact that Keno's come out saying that he's the exact opposite
Yeah.
of a captain. Do you know what I mean? And that he would strip him, and that's Keno saying that.
You know, it's
And
funny you
it's
mentioned
taken him
King.
long enough.
It's funny you mentioned King because literally about 30 seconds ago, I was thinking about the pundits after the game yesterday, and Neville was trying to. It was staged. It was definitely staged. Neville and Carragher having this back and forth. The way
Yeah.
they switched the screens to have them in screens next to each other, it was clearly. But Keane's the only one there that he's done. He's not trying to defend Ten Hag, not trying to defend nothing. He's just like, nah, this you can tell. He Neville this season's decided that he wants to back something to do with Man United, but that guy just flip flops every season anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the performance from you lot was bad. If I was to say, I think Anana was probably your best player. To be fair,
Yeah, I think everyone can agree he was man of the match. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's let us down multiple times this season, but if he wasn't at the horses, yeah, at the races, yeah, it could have been 6-7. It could have been 6-7, bro. Do you know what I mean? Haaland should have scored at least a hat trick, man. Do you know what I'm saying? His finishing let him down in that game, and he still got a brace. And yeah, like there's nothing really positive for us to take from the game, really. Like, what stood out for you anyway, for your team?
for my team, Bernardo Silva, obviously. Just the fact that, you know what, we spoke last week about against Sheffield United, how Bruno or Ten Hag tried to play Bruno deep and kind of like, well, basically wherever Bruno wanted to be to control the game. Bernardo just showed him that is how you play wherever the hell you want on the pitch and control the game. When he was coming off, I think him and Pep was whispering in his ear, and I think Pep might have said to him, like, they were trying to mark you, but for me, it's one of those games where if I'm early start of the season basically up until February, Pep's trying different things and seeing what works. And I think it's very clear Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Vardio down the left works. Yeah. I think Grealish had an unbelievable performance as well. And there's no coincidence that Grealish has started the last 2 games, we've scored 6 goals. Yesterday we had the highest XG. Listen, well, people go, yeah, but Grealish isn't the one creating the chances, although he did yesterday, or he isn't the one getting the assist. But
He
it's
plays
so
the
obvious.
pass before. He plays the pass
Exactly, bro.
before
He
the
draws
assist.
man
You know
out
what
of
I mean?
positions. Like he's drawing 2-3 men out of position and then popping the ball back to someone else. Yesterday he was actually cutting in and he was cooking yesterday. Bernardo Silva was cooking. Haaland, listen, people were still trying to say, Haaland missed a couple of chances, though. Do you know what? Strikers miss chances, but a lot of strikers miss chances, then get more chances and don't score them. The last 2 games, he's missed chances, but the last 2 games, he's then gone and scored 2. And that's the difference. He just keeps going till he scores. So he's just picked up the Strike of the Year award at the Ballon d'Ors, I think, just now as well. We've picked up Club of the Year again.
Crazy.
But yeah, as far as Stone's great performance as well, it was just, do you know what? It was, for me, it was first half we were warming into it. I'm not going to say first half we were cooking. We were just warming into it. And then it was just a typical City. When City see blood, they're just like, right, now we can really start to cook. And it was a performance that I think reminds everyone who we are.
No, it was needed because
Yeah.
to be fair, a lot of people were saying, City aren't playing well. There was a lot of chat in it. So I think the way City played, it kind of showed people, listen, like them man are still on stuff, innit? And
Yeah,
the reverse ball that Grealish played for Bernardo to dink it into
yeah,
Haaland for the header,
yeah,
yeah. The way that Grealish cut inside, do you know what I'm saying? Brought the player in and then just slid the ball down the outside, completely took him out of the game. And that's what Grealish does. Like
yeah,
what he does there, these things are worth their weight in gold, bro. Do you know what I mean? They're as good as assists when you
yeah. They
take
are.
a
The pass
when you
before the
take a player
pass.
out of the game like
Yeah,
that, because Bernardo doesn't have to take a touch. He can put the ball into the box first time because the weight of the pass is beautiful. He's also drawn a player out of position, and then you get Erling coming in back post unmarked, bro. Perfect weighted cross, like everything like that was from
yeah,
Grealish. If Grealish overhits that pass, yeah, then Bernardo can't put the backspin on the cross to weight it as well as he did. Do you know what I mean? Everything was in the pass from Grealish, and all these things
yeah,
go unnoticed. People will be talking about GA and comparing him to players that he's much better than.
yeah. Real talk, and that's the thing. It's frustrating because, and do you know what? It's not just rivals. There are some City fans that don't get it and that don't see it. And I've been saying it like, while Rodri was out, Bernardo was out for a period, Stones was out for a lot of the season so far. Obviously, Gundo's gone, Mahrez is gone, etc. And that's why I think we needed Grealish so much. But I do probably get now, in hindsight, maybe it was Pep just seeing how Grealish had a great summer, came back,
Yeah.
went Creamfields, carry on having a great summer, and thought, you know what? I need to test you and see how much you want this. Because if you don't want to be if we did the same last year, and Grealish has risen to it. The last two performances, Grealish has just come on and shown he does want it still. Like, so we're good now. We're good. Got Grealish back cooking. Doku came on and, you know, he's only on for 10 minutes, but still Doku looked good. There wasn't really a bad performance for me in the City team. Walker was maybe Walker was a little quiet, maybe, but
Yeah,
even
but
then
not
he didn't have
really.
much to do. So
I think who was it? Was it Vardio that played the back pass that thing he got onto? Or was it
do you know
someone
what?
else?
There was actually two players that played bad passes that gave you chances. Vardio did one and Rodri did one again.
Yeah, that's it. And
Yeah,
that was it. That's the only thing
yeah,
we had.
yeah,
Like that's the only thing we had. So that tells you everything. But you lot were neat and tidy, man, the way you played out. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
it
Do you
was
know what? Even
comfortable, bro.
yeah, and even at the end, there was an honest moment from Pep in his interview where he said, "You know what? I got it wrong against Arsenal, so I learned from that. Like I'm still learning. I've got the tactics wrong against Arsenal, but here we are. So now it's good performance, man. Good performance for me. I can't even think who we got next weekend as well. Do you know what? We've actually got a couple of days off now because we're out of the Carabao Cup, haven't we? So
Yeah, so you were decent. Do you know what I mean? It's exactly what you needed at this time as well.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Especially with Arsenal playing Newcastle. Someone's dropping points on the weekend, if not both of them. So that's
yeah.
good for you guys. And I'm sure you don't have a game as difficult as them, or else you would know. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah. I think I've just seen someone mention Stones, how good he was carrying the ball. Yeah, 100%. I think that's where that works so good because he can come forward. It's mad because he comes forward and often plays in a more advanced role than Rodri. But then Vardio knows he can just slip in. Vardio or Walker can just slip in and partner up with Diaz at the back, and it just works good, man. It was the type of performance that I would expect this City team to put against this United team. But
sure.
going into the game, I wasn't overly saying we're going to smash United because I was like, I haven't seen that City too tough this
Yeah,
season. I know
you
what
haven't
we
seen
can
them
do.
go up the gears yet.
Yeah. Whereas yesterday was, and I'm not even saying that next City game we're going to be up in that gear again. But we've just reminded everyone that if we want to, when we need to in the big games, we can up the levels and especially even more so if you show us any sign of vulnerability. And that's what happened yesterday. It was just and as for the penalty, listen, people saying wasn't it? It was a penalty, yeah. I agree with people. It's inconsistent as hell. The amount of things like that happen in
Bruv, you'll
corners
see that happen
and
next
don't get
game and
given.
they
Yeah,
won't be
100%.
given. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it's not a penalty.
No. I always look at corners and look at the pushing and shoving that go on in corners and like, what, are we just going to ignore this happens? But that's what happens. And maybe we should. Maybe when there's that many players in a tight area, maybe we should, but that isn't the rules. The rules at the moment are the rules. And yesterday, for whatever reason, maybe it was because Rodri was very adamant. Nah. My path was blocked. He pulled me back. But from that point, ultimately, if you do that, you've got to understand. Listen, if I go and rob a bank and get caught, I can't moan about getting caught.
Yeah, nah, facts. Do you know what I'm saying? It was still a foul, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, we can say it wasn't, but it was a foul.
It was,
However, in the context of football, these fouls are not given often.
yeah, they're not.
That's just all it is, because you see pulling in the box and, do you know what I mean? It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But at the same time, bro, like it wasn't too long ago and Onana actually flew out and absolutely clattered someone, and we didn't get
And
a
it wasn't
foul,
given,
and we didn't get a penalty given against us. So we know that the standard of refereeing is inconsistent and it's pretty poor in this country as a whole. So
Yeah.
on that, yeah, like, bro, like they're equally as bad for everyone, innit? And we didn't get it. We didn't get it given against us that day. We didn't get the rub of the green this day, but it wouldn't have made a difference. It didn't affect the outcome of the match. That was a match that we were losing anyway.
Whoa, this is mad. I've just seen maybe Ten Hag must make a phone call with Sir Alex Ferguson more often to talk, to discuss and to ask for advice, just like Mikel asked for Pep. No. Manchester United do not need to go back to this old Fergie will save us. No.
Yeah, but bro, like, but the thing is, we've never left that, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And
None
this
of
is the
that.
problem with this football club. They need to move on
damn.
from Sir Alex Ferguson. Zlatan said it.
How old's Fergie now, man? Listen, Fergie has just lost his wife. Fergie is an old man. Yeah. Fergie might be there as a representative of Manchester United. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it. If Fergie came back to management now, he would not be.
Bruv, he's
cooking.
not doing nothing, bro. You don't know nothing about the modern game, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? The guy's old, fam. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let it go, innit? Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That don't even make no sense whatsoever. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, for
You know what I
real.
mean? Like, just let it go, innit, bruv? Just
You know,
completely let it go.
there was one thing. Fergie actually in yesterday's program wrote the tribute to Bobby Charlton, and he actually was speaking about when United nearly got rid of him before he'd won any leagues. I think just before the Forest game it was in the Cup, and that Bobby Charlton was saying, no, you must not get rid of this man. Keep him, see what he's doing. And I was thinking, is that Fergie trying to keep Ten Hag in a job slyly? Because
Bro,
if it
listen,
is-
it could be, man, but you know what, man? He's always involved. Do you know what I mean? One way or another, bro. He's always involved, and it's not a positive thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, football's moved on, and it needs to move on from him, bruv. The club needs to move on from him. It's a negative thing. It's not a positive thing. Like, I always use the example, like, do you know what I'm saying? Imagine your girl's ex was just still in the relationship, bro. Like, man's just about, you know them, when you go to a family barbecue, man's there and that saying, oh yeah, like she likes extra barbecue sauce and that, bruv. It's like, like, bruv, don't tell me what my girl likes, bruv. Don't tell me what my girl needs, bruv. It's my girl now, bruv. You know, like that. It's just like, what are you doing here, bro? Like, it's not conducive, yeah, for a positive environment, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because his presence is still lingering, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And then there's the comparisons, and then there's like, have a glass of wine with him, asking for advice. With all due respect, yeah. If I'm a manager, yeah, I'm my own man. I don't want his advice because he's not me, bruv.
No.
You know, like that. If you're your own man, yeah, and you have your principles, bruv, what do I need to talk to you for? About what, bruv?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That don't even make no sense, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to my dad as a man and ask him how to be a man, bruv. I'm my own man, bruv. So why am I gonna go to some random brother that I don't know?
Well, even more so, with random brother that ended up being your now girl's ex. Yeah, that didn't go well.
Bruv, it's bruv, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, like, I don't know, because I'm not a man, yeah. I'm not a man that has an inferiority complex. So I ain't gonna go.
That's why people do that.
Yeah,
Mainly.
so I'm not gonna go and ask a man nothing, bro. You know what I mean? That don't even make no sense. That don't even make no sense to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? I know that you've done it, but I'm gonna do it my way. Like, what can you teach me, yeah, about how I do things, bro? You can't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, in football, yeah, there's tactics and then there's the man management, bro. Like, man management's always gonna be individual to their character. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, a manager might tell you, oh, you should do this. But if you don't feel comfortable with doing something, yeah, or it's not to your character, players can tell when you're not being real, when you're not being authentic. Do you know what I'm saying? In life,
Yeah.
people can tell when people are being fake. You know, like, you might be at work and someone's asking you, like, oh, how's your day? And that, you can tell they don't really
Oh,
care,
bro,
bro.
that's the worst one when I get messages off from
Yeah.
random people saying, "Morning, how are you? What do you want?"
Yeah, like, what do you want? Get to the point,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, it's not real, innit? Do you know what I'm
let's be
saying?
real, me personally, I have more respect for somebody if they don't ask me how I am. Maybe it is polite, but I'd rather, if I don't know someone and they ask me how I am, you've just popped up on my messenger. You haven't messaged someone you don't know to ask how they are. You have a question for me, so just ask me the question. Because all of that fake stuff makes me kind of almost think, are you trying to mug me off? Do you think that I believe any of that you care? You don't care how I am.
No, you don't care, bro.
You need me for something, no problem. That's what I'm paid to do. So ask me what you need and I'll do it, no problem.
Trust me, like, being genuine, yeah, is the best thing you can do, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's not courtesy, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I'm the captain now. I'm the manager now. What are we talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, furthermore, you shouldn't even be here. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't even be here. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't actually make sense. I haven't seen it at any other football club.
No.
I haven't seen it at any other football club where every time you go to a home game, yeah, their most successful manager in their history is just sitting there in the crowd looking at you, bruv. Like, that doesn't make no sense, bro. That can't be good, bruv.
Do you know what? I'll be honest, yeah. First and foremost, so people, please do not take this as me being disrespectful, right? Rest in peace, Bobby Charlton, legend of Manchester United, English legend, also probably a granddad, great granddad, and a human being, right? So respect. However, United had a home game against Copenhagen, yeah? And they paid their tribute to him. Why did it then, like, to me, I was looking at it, and I don't know if City players would look at it, City managers, City coaching staff would look at it and think, why is this also being done on the day they play the derby? Is this a way to try and help the players get egged on that they must do it? And then I'm looking at it thinking, you shouldn't need that.
Yeah, they shouldn't need that, but brother, I don't really know because the Copenhagen one was at Old Trafford, innit?
No. You already had one home game where you paid tribute.
Yeah, but you know what it is though. To be fair, with
maybe
United,
it's because of the City, and it was
maybe it is for the City. Maybe it's for the City of Manchester why they done it, innit? Maybe it is.
Maybe.
Do you know what I'm saying? With United though, like United always gonna do things United way. Everything's different. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything's about the heritage of the club, and everything is about all these things, bro. And to be fair, yeah, like I'm just not a sentimental person, innit? Like, I'm just like, yo, bruv, miss me with all that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like we've got a record that we've always had an academy graduate in the squad for. Bruv, I don't care about those records. Them records don't mean jack to me, bro. Like, win trophies, innit? Like, man don't care about any of that. Because what we saw with Solskjaer is we saw a manager, yeah, that was just giving players debuts for the sake of it, just to keep the record up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Shola Shoreteri or whatever the hell his name is. That bruv, I ain't seen that guy since. He gave him a debut or something. He was the youngest player or something to play for Man United at 16 and something like that. Bruv, never seen him again. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just giving out token debuts, blood. Like, I'm not here for the tokenism, bro. No. I just want a well-oiled, well-structured club here that wins trophies, blood. That's what I want. I don't care about all these token debuts and another youth in the thing, and bring back Evans, and we might bring back De Gea because he's upset and all these other things, bro. Like, this is nonsense, bro. I have not seen this crap. We've given Phil Jones a job, yeah, because he's twiddling his thumbs at home and he don't know what to do, so let's give him an academy job, bro. It's just jobs for the boys.
For real.
Phil Jones has got like academy job or something like that, a coaching job. Flipping Darren Fletcher's come back. Do you know what I mean? And then we brought Fletcher's kids from City and all that. Bro, these men are just out here just handing down flipping jobs for the sake of it, bruv. Man are talking about traditions and all that, bro. Winning's the tradition, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Do you know what I mean? That was the tradition, bro. Man, I don't care about these other things, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these things are an anomaly, bro.
Yeah.
They're an anomaly, bro. These things don't
The mad
happen
thing
often,
is,
bro. Like, there's never going to be another time where we bust 7 players from the youth team, yeah, and they're going to make up our starting 11 for 10 years. That ain't going to happen, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, let it go, fam.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because we laugh at Liverpool and we always say, oh, Liverpool always talking about their history. But, bro, listen, any opportunity these man get, bruv, they're doing some sentimental shit, bruv. I'm not here for it, blood. I'm not here for it, bro. They said, oh, get XYZ because he knows what it means to play for the... Bruv, what do you mean he knows what it means, blood? Did Klopp know what it means, blood, when he went to Liverpool, bruv? Klopp's doing Klopp.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean,
Do you know what?
bro?
Maybe that worked in the Fergie era. Maybe it worked. It don't work now. It does not work now. Like, it's very, very clear.
Yeah, but it didn't even work in the Fergie era. But you got to understand that Fergie was literally one of the best managers around. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not like we stumbled upon a brother. This brother already won a European Cup. It's not like we stumbled on a guy, yeah, and we gave him a chance and he turned out to be a gem, blood. He was already proven, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Sir Alex Ferguson weren't no scrub when we brought him in. He weren't Ten Hag, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? He wasn't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, like. He wasn't that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like, the fact
that Ollie wouldn't even park in the fucking parking space that he was meant to park in.
But this is exactly what I'm trying to say. I can't park in the boss's parking space. That already shows me, yeah, that you're not even half a man, bro. Because that means you feel like you don't belong there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
As soon as you've got that inferiority complex, where you can't even park in the manager's thing, that means you're telling me you're not fit for the job straight away, because you should be puffing your chest out saying, cool, this is my parking space now. Let me show people that I belong here.
Yeah, for real.
You should be parking in that parking space with pride, fam. Do you know what I mean? Not, oh, I can't do that. Like, bruv, you're a weird guy, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying, like a lot of these top reds and that, they love it, bro.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? For me,
I'm not gonna lie, they do.
For me, it's nonsense, bruv. Like, I'm not here for all that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. All this sentimental stuff, it don't mean nothing to me. I'm not built like that, bro. Like, man only care about numbers on the board, results. That's all I care about. It's a results business, football. Life's a results business.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, as a football fan, man don't care about all these little lovey-dovey stories, bruv. Like, bro, this ain't Disney, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this is what man are going on like it's Disney, fam.
And this is not real.
Like, it's not making no sense, bro. Them man doing up Disney, fam. Know what I mean? With my football club, I'm not trying to hear
Rashford.
Bro. Listen, that's another one. If he didn't come through the youth team, there's no way this brother would have got a new deal, fam. There's guys on 350k, yeah, because he came through the youth team. Because under Ralph Rangnick, yeah, Ralph openly was just like, you know what, he can dip if he wants to leave, bro. He was walking, he wasn't playing well. He had a season where he scored like 4 goals or something like that. He literally scumbagged the new deal off the back of a purple patch last season, bro. The previous 2 seasons before that, he hadn't been playing well. And even when, during the purple patch, when he was scoring goals, he wasn't even performing well either. But man can still demand 350 grand a week because he comes from the youth team and it looks good, bruv. And it's the PR for the club. And then you, man, can have someone like Cole Palmer and just shot him. 45 M's. Man don't care if he's from the academy. Like, he ain't good enough. Business is business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll take Cole Palmer over Rashford right now.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, actually, on Cole Palmer quickly, just to give... That is a mad one. I'm not going to lie. The weekend, Chelsea, yeah. I'm watching Chelsea, and when they go 1-0 down, every Chelsea player, the commentators are all looking at Cole Palmer, saying, what can Cole Palmer do? And I'm thinking, hold on a minute. How has this squad been assembled, costing over $1 billion? And they're looking at Cole Palmer, 45 million, 21-year-old, to change. Like, and I thought, how have they spent this dough? Like, what have they got?
But also it shows the mentality that he's come with, because he's come from
100%, bro.
He's come from the champions, yeah, and he's come with a champion's mentality. He's gone to Chelsea where he's one of the young guns. They've got a history of winning trophies and that, but there's a lot more experienced players than him there, and he's gone there, puffed his chest out.
Yeah,
like he's shown that he's a big player, mate.
Yeah. Did you see the same with Ilkay at Barcelona?
Barcelona.
when they lost, and he turned around and said, "I'm not going to lie, I wasn't happy with the reaction. People were not angry enough." And I just thought, you know what? I'm proud that is what our club's doing to people. That they're because, do you know what? With Anthony, look, I don't think it's right that he's shaking his head. But at the same time, I get why players are pissed off if they're not being brought on. That is how a player should be. If your team's losing, you should be like, nah, get me on that pitch. I'm going to change it.
100%. Do you know what I'm saying? And big up my man for the thing, saying academy things, obviously from Busby. I get tradition can be cringe, but it's understandable. I don't think it is, blood. Man City don't have the same vibe with their academy. Yeah, Man City's academy actually win things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all well and good, yeah, keeping traditions alive, yeah, but bro, what's the point in having a tradition if the academy aren't winning things, bro? The way to keep the traditions alive, yeah, is by investing in the academy and the academy's actually winning stuff and us producing good players. We don't produce good players, bruv. Like, we don't.
And let me be clear on that. So do you know what? Yeah, listen. I presume what you're just saying there is your academy is historical. Yeah. Manchester City's academy is not historical, right?
But Man City's academy is way better than ours.
But here's the thing. History is created. Before the Busbys, it probably wasn't historical. That history was made then, yeah? Like, let's be real. When Fergie took over Manchester United, Liverpool had 19 league trophies and Manchester United had, I think, 7. Yeah, but you made history, right? So right now, what Manchester City are doing is making history. Yeah, we're making we had history, we're adding to it now at a very quick rate. Now, as far as the academy, our club is very proud of our academy. If you ever hear Khaldoon speaking about our academy is one of the things that he is so proud of.
And invested heavily in as well.
He knows that is the core. Yeah, that is long term. Yeah. Listen, if you look at City's net spend now, because of our academy, is very good, very healthy. Yeah, we got Trafford going to Burnley for 12 million. Cole Palmer going. We probably made about 120 off of our academy this summer. Yeah, but at the same time, although we're very proud of it, we're not going to die on the hill backing it. If players are not good enough, we're not going to go, well, no, because they're from the academy, we're going to keep playing them.
Well, there you go. But that's what we're doing with McTominay and players of that ilk. The reason why McTominay never got sold ahead of Fred, yeah, was because he's from the academy. Trust me, blood. Do you know what I mean? They're keeping, like, even the way the manager talked about him, saying, "Oh yeah, like he knows what he knows what it means and that." Do you know what I mean? And he gets the club and all that, bruv. All of that stuff is cringe, blood. Either you're good enough or you're not, bruv. Like, I'm not trying to hear this. He knows the club.
There's another comment there that's saying, but this is how institutions in life work. Listen, if you're someone that believes in institutions, yeah, that's for you. For me, institutions is the royal family, yeah? Listen, I'm English. I'm proud to be English. However, the institution thing is not a good thing. Yeah, it's not. Things need to change. Institutions are not. They represent some of the worst things in life. Trust me, yeah? Institutions are not good. And people stick by protocol and stick by tradition and whatever, yeah? Where, no, things change. Like,
no, but actually, it's a good comparison, actually, because the royal family are outdated, yeah? And so is all of this stuff that we're doing. Yeah. You know, like that. So he's right. Do you know what I mean? Man said, yeah, that said how many academy players are balling at City? Only Foden. You know why, yeah? Because City only promote players that are good enough, bro. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Man United promotes everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Garnacho wouldn't have been promoted at Man City because he's not good enough. Neither would have Pellistri, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? It's only Rico Lewis now and Foden that are playing semi-regularly now. And it's Man City.
That's it. This is the key. Yes. Okay. If you want to say how many of our academy players are balling at Manchester City, yeah, we are currently, like you, man, were, yeah, we are the treble winning Manchester City right now, yeah. Foden is still having to bust his balls to be good enough, right? However, Cole Palmer has gone to Chelsea and is all of a sudden seen as one of their best players, yeah. Sancho went to Dortmund, right? Trafford, if you look at so in the under 21s, I think in the final we had Gomez for Spain, we had Trafford in goal for for England. We had Cole Palmer and we had the England captain, under 21s. Our players are of a good level. They're just not good enough for City, a lot of them. That's why, because the jump from under 21s to play in Premier League football is very, very big. Very big. Even we've got a young player that I can't remember. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. Lavia is another one. Yeah, there we go. Lavia goes out to Southampton for one season and gets bought for what, 60 million. Our academy players are good. They're just not of a level that we think are good enough for our team. Simple as that.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So the fact that City have less academy players, it shows that they're much better than us. Because a lot of the guys that have come up, apart from Kobe Mino, they're not good enough.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he's the only one that looks good. Hannibal's not good enough.
Do you reckon he'll play on Wednesday, Kobe?
He's not fit, so I think he might come on. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you look at Man United, Pellistri and Garnacho not good enough. And also Hannibal not good enough.
Yeah.
McTominay's not good enough. He shouldn't even be at the club. No. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when we're looking at these players, none of these men are good. Like, why are we celebrating this, bruv? Like, we're celebrating promoting mediocrity. And if we're being completely honest, the other two guys, the foreign guys that we actually paid for, like, it's actually cheeky to even say that we produced them because we didn't really, you know, like that. So, like, when we're looking at it, our academy ain't doing nothing, bro. Kai Rooney, is like the next player that I'm looking forward to seeing. And the geezer's nowhere near being ready for the first team. I think Kai is only like 14 or something like that. I think, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we looking for? Kai, another 4 or 5 years till we see Kai.
And even with McTominay, that's another great example that, yes, McTominay scored 2 goals for, what's it called? In the game against
Scotland.
Who was it where he scored? We scored for Scotland, but I mean the game, what was it? The game where he scored 2 goals for you in the last couple of minutes, What was it? He came on and he scored 2 goals. I can't remember what it was.
It was Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford, that's it. Then again, he scored. There is no way that Scott McTominay should be starting for Manchester United. But because he scored goals coming on as a sub, your manager thought, oh, well, in that case, you know what? I'm going to play him against City now. Come on, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's just old tradition again. Because you know what it will be is, you know what? He came on at Old Trafford. He scored 2 goals. And, you know, against City, we need one of our boys that get it.
But this is what I'm trying to say. But United always lean on this. Oh, we need someone who gets it, bro. Like, this is what we do. Oh, he gets the club. That's why these men said that we should get Solskjaer. And then I'm seeing shouts, oh yeah, go get Van der Sar. Now I'm seeing shouts, oh, go get Carrick in. Go get Ruud van Nistelrooy. Bro, don't get me anyone that's got anything to do with Manchester United.
Yeah.
Don't get me anyone.
And by the way, and then you've got a manager that's getting anyone that's got anything to do with the Dutch league. 8 players in your squad.
Oh. Trust it, gets it hype, bruv. That's exactly what it is. Don't get me anyone because, do you know what I'm saying? All due respect to Sir Alex Ferguson, he hasn't produced one good manager. So don't bring me any of that generation, of the Roy Keanes and that generation. Don't bring me any of those. Rooney and Carrick are not good managers yet for Man United. Carrick might be a top manager, possibly. Rooney, no chance. Respectfully. You get me? I fuck with Rooney, but he ain't going to be a top manager, bro. I don't even know how he got the Birmingham job. So it's one of them ones where when you actually look at it, bro, forget this, he knows the club, Go and get Man, that are top of the class. This is what Man United should be doing. We should only be in the conversations for the Ancelottis and all of those kind of guys. Those are the guys that, bro, listen, it's crazy. These are the only guys that we should be in the conversation for.
Yeah.
They're the only guys. And this is the problem. This is the problem with the fans. They've romanticized it. And this is the reason why top Reds here are so insufferable, bro. Because it's a fairy tale to these man, bro. It's football to me. And it's some love story to these man, bro. These man are on some Shakespeare thing. I'm not on that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all romantic and it's all this and that, bro. I don't care about all these things. Are we winning or are we not winning, bro?
Yeah, for real.
You know, like that, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be entertained on the pitch. A man's here to win games. I'm not here on this romantic rubbish, bro. Like, I'm not here to play the likes of McTominay and persist with the likes of Rashford, just because of their accent, bro. Man don't care about your accent, fam.
Do you know what's more romantic? Winning stuff as a club together. That's romantic. That feels good. That feels good. Losing as a club doesn't feel good. That's not romantic. Do you dream of being with your other half, living on the street? Do you dream of being in the Maldives with your other half, living the dream? Yeah, that's the truth. That's romantic. Living on the streets is not romantic. The roof was still leaking yesterday, by the way. Let it be confirmed. Steve
That's
told me
crazy.
this morning the roof is still leaking. And the maddest thing is when City are chanting about, Glazers staying 10 more years, the mad thing is United fans weren't even singing back. So we're like, what can we say? Because we're not even. And the mad thing is, we started chanting this back in Istanbul. And it's like we knew it was happening. We knew it was happening, but everyone at United still were thinking, nah, the money's... Do you know the mad thing is, I swear in the last week, this whole belief that Qatar are coming back kicked off as well, didn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, there's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of speculation that they never left. Man are saying that they're coming back. Because the thing is, yeah, there's, you know what I've noticed with this takeover thing? A lot of stuff are getting briefed a lot of things are getting briefed to people, but nobody's confirming or denying anything. We never heard nothing from Ratcliffe's people. We never heard nothing really from Ratcliffe himself. All it is people getting briefed saying, all right, cool, Ratcliffe's they're gonna be a meeting about Ratcliffe and he could be in by Thursday. Then all of a sudden there was a meeting on Thursday, nothing to do with Ratcliffe. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, Ratcliffe's name was not mentioned for months. Then all of a sudden his name's hot. Then all of a sudden it's cold again. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like behind the scenes, these men are playing. They're playing musical chairs.
The Glazers are just thinking more dough.
Yeah, bro. Listen, the Glazers just want more money. I don't think a decision's actually been made, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are just playing musical chairs, yeah, and they're playing with everyone's emotions. They're playing with the share prices. They're playing with all these different things.
What's that? Daps, Arsenal are now favourites after beating you at the Emirates.
1 second. Be right back, bro.
Rants, why didn't you try and buy Nketiah? So on that, who's saying Arsenal are favourites? Is that what you're saying, Zayn? Are you saying Arsenal are favourites? Because I'm pretty certain the book isn't saying Arsenal are favourites. And to me, City are doing a four-peat, but if I was to say anyone else, I'd probably put Liverpool above you to win the league. Arsenal aren't favourites. And if you do think Arsenal are favourites because you're excited that you got 3 points against us at last, that's a bit mad as well, because it's October, bro. Do you not see what happened last season? Does Zayn do this all the time? Okay. Well, listen. Arsenal are not favourites. But I will say, Ed, by the way, actually, to give Arsenal a little bit of props, these people that were trying to slander Arsenal for their performance at the weekend, do you know what? They won 5-0 in it. Like, let's allow slandering them. So does Zayn often do this, Rants?
Bruv, he's always in here chatting shit, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Man said Holy Land, man like Bethlehem and that, bruv. Like, what are you calling him Holy Land, bruv? I don't know, bruv. Rasmus, bro. Rasmus Højlund is better than Eddie Nketiah, bruv. Relax.
I don't think Højlund was bad. By the way, as well, I don't think Højlund was bad yesterday. I felt
no, he's a good player, bro. He just getting no service, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You know what I mean? Nketiah, like, had the wind behind him. Do you know what I mean? You get a goal early against bottom of the league. Do you know what I mean? And you're purring. Do you know what I mean? But he's playing against a championship team and he's a championship player. So, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah, this scored 3. I know Arteta's come out saying we're backing him and whatever else. And okay, you do that. See where that gets you. But no, do you know what? Yeah, I was just saying, I saw a few people kind of trying to slander Arsenal after winning 5-0, saying, yeah, but they didn't perform too well. I'm like, listen, if they didn't perform well and they won 5-0, then...
Yeah, you got to beat teams like that 5-0, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And they did that. Like, they dispatched of Sheffield the way we should have dispatched of them.
The way we should have, to be fair.
Exactly.
We only won 2-1. So I've got to give them credit.
And Spurs only won, I think, 2-1 against them as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Newcastle battered them 8-0, though.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So, Arsenal did what they were supposed to do. There could be no criticism of how Arsenal handled them, because they handled them the way everyone's supposed to handle them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, so that's what it is, really.
But yeah, no, as for that super chat, listen, if taking points off of us at last makes you now favourites, then you man can be favourites in it. we've seen how the story ends. So
100%. The favourites of the league have to be the current champions. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how Arsenal can become favourites for
yeah.
the league and they're not even top.
The thing is, as well, it's not even just the fact that we are champions. It's the fact that we've probably started the season better than we do quite a few seasons, and we all know what will happen when
Sure.
we get going. So it's kind of like if Arsenal want to see themselves as favourites, that's going to end badly for you, I can assure you, because you know what happens to you, man. Like, I swear Arsenal have got the biggest record for bottle jobs when they're top.
Yeah, they have. They're four of the top five or something. Yeah.
So,
And it'll be 5 for 5 from this year, I'm sure.
Listen, I'm pretty like I said before, if City don't win it, but I'm pretty confident we will, I'd probably put money on Liverpool winning it over Arsenal.
Agreed.
To be fair.
Agreed. Just firepower is too much, bro. Like, they had 3 different scorers again in their game, of their forwards as well. Like, these guys are scoring at alarming rates, but they got 5 goal scorers. Like, it's not fair, bro. It's fake.
You see that stuff with Diaz's
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That happens too much in South America and in Africa as well, man. It happens a lot more than it should.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's unfortunate, and this is what happens when people get money, and a lot of the time it's an inside job as well.
Yeah,
you know, like that.
Yeah, I was saying to Cass that, like, really and true. I know it's probably a case of he probably said, "Now move over here," but his parents are like, "Nah, this is where we're from. We want to stay here." But it's like, all right, cool. And you might be living in a nice area, but at some point, if you have to go to the bank or you have to go if you have to go somewhere, like you said, inside job, and I don't know if the mum's been found, right? But I don't know about the dad yet, or.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, bro. But
Mad
it's
though,
crazy.
mad.
Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash up the like button. The Ballon d'Or list is out. Obviously, Leo won. Erling came second. Mbappe third.
Mad.
De Bruyne fourth. Rodri fifth. Vinny sixth. Alvarez seventh. Osimhen eighth. Bernardo ninth. Modric 10th. Salah 11th. Louis 12th. Man like Lewandowski. Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's that Bono, bro, the Sevilla keeper. Man like Yassin, bro. He's at Al Hilal now. Ilkay Gundogan, 14th, and Martinez 15th. That's such a weird.
Bro, there's so many. I'm not gonna lie. Rodri
and then Benzema's 16th, and yeah, like, it's just weird, bro. Like, it's weird.
Rodri should be above Haaland.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, not just because we could, I don't know. You need to see what the voting is, because really and truly, you could say Alvarez should be up there as well. If we're doing it, Messi got it. Well, Alvarez should be up there higher. I think Ilkay should probably be up there a bit higher. De Bruyne, I'm not going to lie, I'd have Rodri and Ilkay above De Bruyne based on the last year. But hey, what do I know?
But listen, Rodri's got to be right up there. He's so influential.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? So
for City. And for Spain as well. That's the thing, that he did it for Spain last summer after winning the treble. He went to Spain and won him that competition. I get why he won't, because he's a DM in it, but
yeah, man, because he's got the thankless task. Do you know what I mean? Of doing things under the radar. Like Rodri, if you see him in a game, it's usually either he scored or he's having a bad game, and it's usually the first of the second. He very rarely has bad games, so a lot of the time you just don't see him unless you're looking for a minute. And players like that don't tend to get the recognition anyway.
Yeah, real talk.
Do you know what I mean? When Jorginho got the recognition, that was such a weird as hell, innit? It was weird because
that was Chelsea though, innit?
The first and last time that a player that plays in that position probably gets any recognition, innit? So
that was mad, innit? When you look back at that, how he was getting that recognition is crazy.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. I think it's because Italy won the Euros as well, innit? But still,
yeah, that was it.
It's still like, do you know what I mean? Man, not really sure. But Messi, another Ballon d'Or.
Alvarez should have got something then.
Yeah, for real. Number 8 Ballon d'Or for Lionel Messi. It was always going to be him. When he won the World Cup here, there's no way they weren't going to give it to him.
Nah. We knew that from that. Do you know what? Traps, United fan called Traps, yeah, he posted something that I thought was spot on, because when I went round Real Madrid after we played them earlier in this last season, they've I think it was De Stefanos or something.
De Stefano?
Yeah, he got given this special Ballon d'Or. Yeah, that's what Messi should have got for me this season. He should have got that, yeah. And then there should have been a normal Ballon d'Or that for me would have gone to Rodri, not Haaland. But I do get it probably would have gone to Haaland because of the goals he scored. But I think the whole Messi thing, I do understand why he got it this season, yeah, because it was a special story in it. Yeah, he last chance at winning the World Cup. He went out there.
Yes, the
Was man of the
whole
match in
story,
most
bro.
of the games, and you know what? Even the
Yeah,
final, him and
that's a
Mbappe,
documentary, innit? Like, if they haven't made one already, they're
yeah,
gonna make
that's
one, innit? Like that.
yeah.
That's a Netflix thing.
Even more so with the Ballon d'Or being a French magazine, yeah. He played for PSG and that happened, and it was against the other PSG player Mbappe in the final. Both of them. It was a story, yeah. And
Yeah,
I
it was
get
almost
it, yeah.
scripted, innit?
Yeah, real talk, bro. It's like, come on. Oh, and it was at Christmas time, just even
And they
better.
both bagged as
Literally.
well.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
both
bro.
bagged. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
like Messi started off so well, and then Mbappe comes back, gets France back into it. It was perfect. But if we're being real, Rodri had a better year
Yeah,
than Messi did.
bro.
Like,
Listen,
as a
bro.
footballer.
Man won a treble, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Messi's playing for Inter Miami, cuz.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it
Like,
is what it is.
come on, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when man keep it a buck, man won a whole treble.
Yeah. And then flew out, linked up with Spain, and won that European thing with them, where I think he was player of the tournament, scored player of the game in the semi and scored in the final or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do get it. And the minute Messi won that World Cup, we all knew he was winning
Yeah, it
the
was
Ballon d'Or.
written.
Yeah, we all knew he was winning it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The man said he won the Nation League with Spain as well. That's what I'm saying. And a treble. And he was below Kevin De Bruyne. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
In
a
the
bit
thing.
that, and for me, below Haaland, below De Bruyne, and Ilkay was below De Bruyne. De Bruyne was good last season, but Ilkay and Rodri, for me, were both better than him last season. But
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So it's a popularity contest. Like, I stopped really paying attention to the Ballon d'Or when Messi and Ronaldo just kept flipping, just sharing it between themselves. Like, it just like this is not serious anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them ones. It's going to turn into the next popularity contest, and then we're going to see who the next media darlings are.
yeah,
and
for real.
so on and so forth. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not something that we can take really too seriously. But number 8 for Leo,
8 Ballon d'Ors, that's mad.
it is what it is. Like, we're
How
never going to see
many,
anyone
how
win
many
8.
did Ronaldo win?
I think 5. We're never going to see anyone win 8 again because there's not enough good players. Yeah, there's definitely not one single player that's good enough to win 8, bruv. There's not in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, literally 8 rings. Someone said, yeah, that's literally the only rings he don't have him on is his thumbs.
Yeah, that's gang.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Mad.
So yeah, no, it's a mad thing still. It's a mad thing. So yeah, no, big up Leo for doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of glad to see the end of the politics now.
Yeah, for real, for real. And we move on to the next one, who it'll be. I mean, yeah, next year it'll be. So people are saying Haaland and Mbappe. Let's be real. Right now, Bellingham, bro.
Bellingham, bro. Like, trust me, them man are going to be noshing off Jude, blood. If Jude finishes the season the way he started it, bro, trust me, them man have been noshing him off at the moment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's one of them ones. His PR is unbelievable at the moment. Do you know
He's got the tick in. Listen, he's got that first tick, which is the Real Madrid box. As soon as you've got a tick in, whether it be Real Madrid or Barcelona, yeah, you're on the way to winning a Ballon d'Or. That's the tick you have to get in,
bro. Like, you could argue that he might have leapfrogged Mbappe because they both got the light skin tax. Yeah, he's got the better hairline and he's at the better football club. Do you know what I'm saying? So if he keeps scoring goals, he could go
his
ahead
girl
of
looks
Mbappe.
good as well. I'm not gonna lie, his girl looks banging, bro.
I don't even know who she is, blood, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones where he would have leapfrogged Mbappe now.
Yeah.
So if Mbappe stays in France, then boy, Bellingham's, you get me.
Yeah. Especially when he's turning up and scoring 2 in the El Clasico at Barcelona to win him it. If he keeps doing stuff like that, then boy.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And the thing is, with Jude, the way he's playing, like, he's Real Madrid striker. Like, that Hosselu brother ain't really their striker, bro. Like, he's just a body. You know the ones. Like, Jude is their goal scorer. Like, when you look at where he's running from, and the fact that he doesn't have the defensive responsibility of the other midfielders. Like, he's literally like, he's the joker of the pack, innit? He's almost
Yeah.
playing like a false nine. He's playing with the freedom that Bruno was playing with when he was scumbagging them goals in his first season, and he was making these runs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
real talk.
it's just one of them ones, like, he's almost playing like their centre forward, innit? So he's going to score a lot of goals,
Yeah, he is. He is.
providing he stays fit.
And he's got the cover as well there with the other midfielders.
Precisely. That's it.
Yeah.
Hosslu's
It's
there
just-
just for balance. Like, that's all he's there for. Like,
Yeah.
he's not their gunman.
Nah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
like, Jude's got pure, like, he's got the lay of the land. He can go where he wants, do what he wants. Do you know what I mean? He's not super involved in the build up. Do you know what I mean? Similar to what Lampard used to do at Chelsea, but he's got an extra
very
body
similar, you know, very similar.
But he's got an extra body behind him. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
So nah, man. At the moment, while things are going well for him, he's doing all right. Do you know what I'm saying? But it'll be interesting to see what happens when the purple patch.
Well, and if they do get a Haaland, or if they do get an, I don't think they'll get a Haaland. If they do get an Mbappe in the summer, what that would mean for Bellingham.
True. Very, very
We
true.
will see. We will see.
That would be interesting. Do you know what I mean? So no, we'll absolutely see though. But yeah, more physical Lampard. That's a good shout though.
Yeah.
It is very similar. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely not. It's not Gerrard. I wouldn't say more physical Lampard is a good shout. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's doing his thing at the moment. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy for him. He seems like he's enjoying life. You know, like that. You know what I'm saying? He seems.
He took a risk as well. Took a risk with Real Madrid because listen, before he started playing for them, I was saying, you know what? As a non-Spanish player,
Yeah.
especially as an English player, to go to Real Madrid, you do not get time. If you don't land, they will be on you. Like, especially the amount they've paid for you and whatever else, you have to land. And he backed himself and said, nah, he could have took the easy route and said, I've done my apprenticeship over here. Now I'm going back to England to cook for a bit. He took the risk, went there, and boy, is paying off at the moment. I'm not gonna lie. And,
absolutely.
And even when he links up with the England team, he's just looking like he's looking a different level to the rest of that England team. I'm not gonna lie.
To be fair, most of them men are dead though, innit? So it's one of them ones where he's got supreme confidence right now, and rightly so. Man's at Real Madrid, bro. Like, so he can actually walk up to these England man and just be like, "Yo, I'm that guy, bro." Do you know what I'm saying? He's that guy, bro. Like,
And he's 20 still, right? Or is
he's
he 19
that
still?
guy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when he's turning up, he's like, I'm him, bro. Like, I play for Real Madrid. Who do you play for? Yeah, sorry, bro. Like, I'm him, bro.
Don't know. There's a few treble winners there, so we're good.
Yeah, I know, but really, like, he's the flavour of the month right now. Do you know what I'm
listen,
saying?
if we're putting any money on any England player being listed in the Ballon d'Or next season,
It's him, bro.
it's only him. It's only him.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
It's
So
not
it'd be
just the
super
fact he's at
interesting.
Real Madrid. He's at Real Madrid, and he is the guy at Real Madrid right now.
But that's what I mean. He's the main guy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's the main guy. It's not like he's at Real Madrid, and he's just making up the numbers, bro. This bro is scoring, late winners in El Clasico, bro. Like, he's having a Rashford blood. You know the ones. Remember when Rashford came out and Rashford banged, I think he scored a Man United debut, Premier League debut, Europa debut, England debut, and was just doing the debut thing and doing the just landed gas blood. Like, he's got the Rashford just landed gas at the moment, brother, where everything he touches, is just in the back of the net, bro. Like, he's got that gas right now.
Man said, who's going to talk to him? Calvin Phillips. Bro, Calvin Phillips will ask for his lunch. He'll say, what, you're not eating that?
Bro, it's that, innit? It's like, you're going to finish that. Yo, big man. Nah, it's crazy right now. So I think if Jude continues, and that's a big if, because, bro, we know better than anyone. Purple patches can just die out of nowhere, bruv. Like, players can easily go through a drought of 8 games without a goal, bro. Especially when you're a midfielder and your main responsibility is not to score goals. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how the team's going. It could easily be a situation where he stops scoring. If he does stop scoring, it'll be interesting to see how that is taken, how that affects his confidence, and also how his overall game is actually analysed when he's not scoring. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's in a great situation right now where even when he's not playing particularly well, he's putting the ball in the net, and that's what people are ultimately going to remember from him. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how the year pans out for him. But you can't deny that it's been a bloody
Nah.
good start, man.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? So
we will.
it'll be interesting. You man, smash up the like buttons. You know what I'm saying? Big up for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to Never a Foul. You man already know what it is. What you got coming up, my bro?
The usual 2 shows a day, round about 2 p.m. most days, 10 p.m. every night, talking about everything, not just Manchester City. At the moment, there's a lot of United to talk on. This week, boy, it's going to be a big week because that Carabao Cup game could be peak for Mr. Eric Ten Hag. So we will see. We will see.
Facts only, people. Do you
Yeah,
know what I
please
mean?
get over there. Like I said last week, I think we're trying to hit 20k before Christmas, just over 18. So please, never a foul. Give us a subscribe. And love having you on, Rants, as always.
Oh, come on, always, my bro. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone inside. You already know what it is tomorrow. The Ten Hag out show already scheduled for 1:30 tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? With Saeed, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna pour his heart out.
He's gone.
He's gonna pour his heart out tomorrow. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him take the floor. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna make him apologize to me as well, blood. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have a good one, and then we got Lewis in the evening as well, so we can talk about Chelsea dying to Brentford, and then obviously Wednesday we got Newcastle, bruv. So action pack week, people. Do you know what I'm saying? So big up everyone. Make sure you support Never a Foul. Make sure you smash the like. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. We're on 82k. When we get to 85, I'm gonna do a giveaway for Modern Warfare 3 as well. I think that comes out next week or the week after or something. I don't know. So when we hit 85, when we hit 90, 95 and 100, man's doing giveaways every 5k in it. So big up everyone. You already know what it is. And yeah, 100. I'm glad you caught on to that. You know the ones there. So you know what I'm saying? Man gonna make Saeed apologize to me like Sancho, fam. You know, like that.
He ain't using the canteen.
Yeah, bro. Man's gonna have to apologize to me like Sancho, blood. You know, like that, because I told him he didn't want to listen. So big up everyone inside. You already know the thing. And you get me. Tomorrow is a new day, people. Big up, and I'll see you there.